Yeah, baby. Welcome to a Wednesday morning. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Good week for a lot of folks our age because kids are going back to school. That's always a good thing. I know you love hanging out with your kids for the summer, and then they go back to school, and it's like, whew, you made it. You're getting there. Crazy thing is, and maybe it's because I was born up in the Midwest, but we would go a Memorial Day to Labor Day, and we would have no school in between there, and the kids are going back to school in the middle of August, and it's just weird. It's hot, but I hope they're happy. I know my kids are super excited about going back. Not really. Got a couple things I want to mention here. Don't forget, of course, we have our whole host of fantastic shows on Tony Kurre Radio. Where's my list of shows at? Yeah, we got shows now going on. It was great because we got like 13 different shows. We do classic rock, of course, to the bone. If you download the TKR app, you can hear all of our stuff on wherever you listen to your podcast. And so we had all these shows, and they're all over the place. They're running at noon and 8 and 3 and 5 and 7 and blah, 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 blah. And I said, man, let's just go ahead and run all of our shows 5 days a week at the same time. So now you can listen to every single show. You know exactly when it's on. Mission Minded with Michael Coleman from the Montgomery Food Bank is on 10 o'clock every Monday through Friday. Adapter Parish with Dr. Alex Hubline. Been in contact with him, and of course Dr. Josh Claypo, my radio partner in crime, co-host. That show does a fantastic job. Adapter Parish, noon every Monday through Friday. The Damon Johnson Show, he of course is on the road with Leonard Skinner right now, doing the Brother Kane thing, getting ready to celebrate the 30th anniversary of their first album with Brother Kane. They're going on the road full force next year. That show airs at 3. When in Rome with Stuart Rome, the Woodhouse Day Spa, birmingham.woodhousespas.com. It's 5 o'clock. Need to Know with Kip Keefer, my good friend from the Birmingham Racecourse Casino. He's got a show, goes on at 6 o'clock. Dark Side of the Pooch. Dr. Rab Stewart, the Rossbridge Animal Hospital. Great Pet Show. Teresa Punt, or Witt, good morning to you. That show airs at 7 o'clock. Blues Almighty with Austin Hanks. He's had Matt Sorum on from Guns N' Roses. He's got Billy F. Gibbons on. He's had Cheap Trick on. Sam Rushing, good morning to you. That show airs at 8 o'clock. And, of course, every Wednesday night, which is tonight, we have Live Wire Wednesday, fresh news show, 8 o'clock, a little bit later on tonight. It's going to be fantastic. Also want to mention Cowboy Mouth is going to be appearing at Workplay next Friday. I said this Friday earlier. It's not. Next Friday, the 19th. Make sure you check it out. While ticket prices for shows are outrageous, $25 tickets. $25 to see Cowboy Mouth at Workplay. Check out Workplay and Workplay.com. Tommy Courtney's entire crew do a fantastic job. Should check that out. And, of course, I also want to mention our good friends at Coosa Valley Auto this morning. Al Cooper, I know he watches the show every single morning. Huge supporter of Tony Kurre Radio. Brad, David, Shane, Dakota, Jeremiah, Al, all those folks up there do a fantastic job. It's a great customer co-op situation they have up there. If you're looking to buy a used vehicle, and I don't really even know why you'd buy a new vehicle at this point, because you buy it, the minute you get it off the lot, it depreciates like 15%. Go ahead and get yourself a used car. Most of the cars on their lot are only on the lot 2 to 3 days, which should tell you something. Man, when you get in a car up there, you know you're getting the real deal. If, for whatever reason, you get a vehicle at Coosa Valley Auto and it doesn't work right, or something breaks down on it the day after you buy it or a week after you buy it, bring it back and they'll fix it for free. For free, no labor. Will your dealership do that? You buy a car, you're on your own. You go to Coosa Valley Auto, you get something, you have a problem, they want to sell again. Most people they have up there have bought 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars from them. That should tell you something. They're going to open around 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. Al will answer the phone personally, 256-267-0296, 256-267-0296. It's CoosaValleyAutoSale.com, CoosaValleyAutoSale.com. I went up there, and his phone rang off the hook, Al's did, for like an entire hour. And he answers every single phone call, so check it out. Something interesting about this Mar-a-Lago search that the FBI did on Donald Trump's house in his personal office, and of course his, I guess they got into his safe and everything else. So last night, about, 1:30, I fell asleep in my chair about 9 o'clock last night, so I'm going to get a good night's sleep. If I get a good 6 hours, I'm in good shape. Teresa, good morning to you. I'm in good shape. So I'm kind of a light sleeper. So about 1:30 last night, I hear something down the basement. Sounds like a pile of boxes is falling over. And thank goodness that's what it was. But I come downstairs, and I'm a God guy, right? So I'm like, stomping around upstairs, making noise in case someone was downstairs. I got my studio down here. It's all locked up. I got security and all those things. But I thought, I'd rather know someone's down here and confront them, find out what happens, move on, than just pretend nothing's going on and hope they leave on their own. So I came downstairs. I turned on all the lights, looked around, looked behind corners, didn't see anything, wasn't really freaking out, wasn't carrying a baseball bat or anything. I was like, what happens, happens. And it made me wonder if anybody out there who's watching right now has ever been robbed. My car's been broken into a couple times. It's been a long time, knock on wood, since my last vehicle was broken into in a parking lot. And man, it sucks to know that someone is rummaging through all your shit and seeing all your personal information, checkbooks, IDs, whatever. You may have a gun in the car or whatever. It just rips your heart out because you feel like, wow, you just. It's horrible. It's like they know everything about you, and in most cases, they don't know who you are. They're just ripping through your stuff, looking for valuables, and they're leaving. So it made me wonder if the FBI showed up at your house today and had a warrant, and you didn't know they were coming to rummage through your house, through everything you got, through all your personal stuff, through your bank safe, through all your papers, maybe your wife's, your kids' stuff. Would you be freaked out about what they'd find in your house? I'm just asking. I don't know. A lot of us have some skeletons somewhere. We got some personal things that maybe even our significant other doesn't know we have. I have recently been going through a move, and so I've been going through boxes of things that I haven't looked through in 10 or 15 years. You always find that box that you totally forgot you had. It's got pictures and all kinds of things in it, and I'm sitting there going through it. I'm trying to go through it kind of quickly because I have a lot of things to go through. And I was trying to think if anyone ever showed up here at the Tony Kurre Radio Studios or my house and wanted to rummage or go through all my stuff and had a warrant to look through anything they wanted to, is there anything that I would not want them to see? And if there is, do you need to make a few changes in your life? I'm just asking. I don't know. It makes you wonder because I'm sure that Donald Trump's got some stuff down there, like most of us, that we would not want people to see. Just a thought. Think about it. Is there that box of stuff that you don't want your wife or your husband to find? Finally today, some birthdays. Antonio Banderas, also known as Puss in Boots, turned 62 today. Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull turned 75 today. I brought Ian on. He was opening up for the Edgar Winter group. I got a chance to meet Edgar Winter and Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson is a germophobe. The first thing I was told was don't try to shake his hand. This is back at City Stages years ago. And I was like, okay. And they're like, don't even extend your hand because it's uncomfortable to him. And I said, okay. So I didn't. He's holding his flute. Super nice guy. One of the nicest guys in rock I've ever met. A little weird, a little off, a little interesting, a little strange. Eccentric, no doubt, but just a musical legend when it comes to Ian Anderson. And you just, one of those bands where it's like Chicago. As soon as you hear one of their songs, you know exactly who you're listening to. That's pretty good stuff. And Jethro Tull, I love, like Thick as a Brick. And him, number 43, we play those songs on the Tony Kurre Radio. But he has a birthday today. And also Leo Fender from the Fender Guitar Company would have been 113 today. And we know what he did for rock and roll. So happy birthday. And also Kylie Jenner today turns 25, and I bring her up because Kylie Jenner is the most followed Instagram woman ever. And so I wanted to pull up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter the most followed individuals or companies, and based on who's getting followed the most on those, she kind of tell you which format you want to be on. Now, with Tony Kurre Radio, I got to be on everything. I'm pretty good on Twitter. I got 12, 13,000 followers. Not sure where I'm at on Instagram, but it seems like I get a lot of traction when I'm on Instagram. And Facebook, which is obviously what I'm on right now, is kind of for the older group. Let's be honest. Older people like to hang out on Facebook. That's where you make all your hookups with your family and your friends, and there's reunions going on, and you can talk to your aunt in California on Facebook. On Twitter, not so much, because on Twitter, you just kind of get in and out. Instagram is more of a kind of a young thing. I didn't look at TikTok or any of those other platforms because, quite frankly, I really don't care. LinkedIn is another platform that really is super, super important that I need to do a better job at working on, because a lot of my clients, including Alex Hubline from Adaptogent, Michael Coleman, the people that are super important, that are the money makers and the movers and shakers of the world, they're on LinkedIn, but that ain't the place where you're going to post a picture of your German chocolate cake you made last night. No one gives a shit. It ain't going to happen. But LinkedIn is super important. So if you're in a business, you got to be on all these things, which sucks, because when you're posting something, you got to post it 6 or 7 different times. If you have a business and you're personal, then you're posting double time. Makes it kind of difficult. So maybe based on this list, you get an idea of which one you want to get on and what you want to do best. So Instagram, the number one followed account is Instagram, which makes sense. Cristiano Ronaldo is number 2. Kylie Jenner is the third person on this list, and she's the most followed female, which is a little surprising. Lionel Messi, so soccer stars are 2 of the top 4. Selena Gomez, number 5. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, number 6. Kim Kardashian, number 7. Ariana Grande, number 8. Beyonce is number 9. She'll probably pick up a little bit because she's got a brand new album. Khloe Kardashian is number 10. Then Justin Bieber, Kendall Jenner, and interesting enough, number 13 is National Geographic on Instagram. Someone must be doing a hell of a job at Instagram and National Geographic to make them show up. And Nike is number 14 on that list, which is really interesting. Now, if you go to Facebook, outside the Facebook app, which is number 1, what do you think is the most followed thing on Facebook for us older folks? Number 2 is Samsung. I never understood, like I was watching a commercial the other day for Bounty paper towels, and they're like, follow us on Twitter. Why in the hell would I follow Bounty paper towels on Twitter? Unless I'm getting a coupon or it's a great account. I have never followed. So I got on the account and it's Bounty paper towels. I'm like, wow. Ryan Brown, good morning to you, my brother. Hope you have a fantastic show on The Next Round a little bit later on today. By the way, follow The Next Round too. They do a fantastic job. As a matter of fact, I just subscribed to their YouTube channel. They have over 8,000 followers on their YouTube channel. The Next Round, my brothers from a different mother, LT, Ryan Brown, of course, my good friend Jim Dunaway. They do fantastic work. The Rockstar, they're doing wonderful work on The Next Round, so check them out. They have a show every single day, and you can go to their YouTube channel and see all their videos. They've got interviews with superstars and everything else, so check them out. They do a wonderful job. Mr. Bean is number 4 on this list. I don't know why in the world Mr. Bean, the fictional character who I thought went out like 30 years ago, is number 4. 5 Minute Crafts is number 5. CGTN is number 6. Shakira, number 7. Real Madrid CF is number 8. Will Smith, number 9. And Coca-Cola is number 10 on Facebook. And then if you go to the format that I think most of us are on, and maybe it has a lot to do with the fact that Elon Musk is wanting to take them over and everything else, is Twitter. I like Twitter because you can get in and get out. I don't get a lot of reaction from my Twitter stuff, not because I don't put out great stuff, but just because people like to post stuff and get out. Instagram, people follow up. And on Facebook, if you're posting something on Facebook and it's really good, get ready to spend like 2 hours responding to everybody with likes or happy faces or prayer hands or whatever you do on Facebook. But on Twitter, the number 1 follower is Barack Obama. He's got 132.4 million followers. Justin Bieber, number 2. Katy Perry, number 3. Rihanna, number 4. Elon Musk is number 5. That will change if he buys that format. Cristiano Ronaldo is number 6. Taylor Swift, number 7. The real Donald Trump is number 8. Ariana Grande is number 9. And then Lady Gaga is around there, number 10. The Ellen Show, by the way, is number 11. And the YouTube channel and Kim Kardashian on there as well. So just a couple ideas of maybe are you following or on the correct social media platform for what you're trying to get your point across is very, very interesting. All right, check out all of our great shows. Our first show goes off at 10 o'clock this morning, a brand new Mission Minded with Michael Coleman from Montgomery Food Bank, formerly the Jimmy Hill Mission. We like to do rock and roll shows. We got blues shows. We do shows where we let our hosts pick all the music. We have a couple of brand new shows coming up. Wanna Bet with Kip Keefer is going to be starting here on August 26th. It's going to be live from Las Vegas. His son works out there at a sports book, so you're going to be getting some first-hand picks on some great games. Get ready for college football season. Of course, the NFL preseason already started. We got that going on. We have a brand new show called LPOD, which is going to start next week. We're going to track an entire album from start to finish. We did that with AC/DC's Highway to Hell to celebrate their release, the 43rd anniversary release of that album a couple weeks ago. And a lot of people were like, man, why don't you just track some albums? We'd love to hear Dark Side of the Moon. We'd love to hear the Eagles' greatest hits, Hotel California, whatever. And so we'll start tracking albums, and we'll start doing that coming up next week. And we're going to start that with one a week. And then I think we may track an album every single night at 9 o'clock. So if you want to record it, you want to listen to it. And it's super cool because it's like hearing the Eagles do Hotel California live in concert. A lot of people like to be surprised by the next song. Sometimes they hear a brand new song or a slow song or a song they don't know, and that's a song where you grab yourself a beer and go take a whiz. But in this particular case, you know what's coming up, and you're like, they don't ever play Pretty Maids All on the Road on the radio. Well, we will when you hear those albums tracked. So we got that going on. And we also have a brand new show called Wide Awake Wake, which I'm going to be doing with my good friend Steve Land, who is one guy I'm proud to say probably knows more about classic rock than I do, which is hard to believe. He's going to be joining us. We always talk about these rock and rollers. Olivia Newton-John, of course, passed away a couple days ago, and I was honored and privileged to be asked to come up on Fox 6 on Good Day Alabama and Good Day Extra yesterday around 9:35 with Janice Rogers and Mike Deverly. By the way, Fox 6, man, they kick ass. They're great. I'm friends with a lot of people in television. I know a lot of people on television. And they really keep it really sterile and clean and conservative. If you give a news anchor like 45 seconds to say whatever they want to say without a teleprompter, they're lost. Fox 6 gets it, man. They're the most contemporary and the best TV station here in town. I'm not just saying that because we're on every single Thursday morning at 9:35 and they have me on whenever someone dies. But they're fantastic. They're great TV people, and there's a reason why they're number one. So I want to thank Fox 6. And the Kurre and Claypo show back again tomorrow morning. We'll start about 8 till 9:30 tomorrow. Always very entertaining to sit there with my brothers in arms and talk to Josh Claypo about what we're going to be talking about, some dating issues, some relationship stuff. Pete, of course, broke up with Kim Kardashian, or the other way around earlier this week. We'll be talking about that relationship as well. Hope you have a fantastic day. Get after it, man. Enjoy your last couple days with your kids if they're going back to school. I love you. And make sure you download the TKR app. Thanks to the tens of thousands of folks who have already downloaded the TKR app. You're helping me out big time by doing that. I appreciate that. Pull it up. If you don't like it, get rid of it. But I promise you, you're going to love it. Every single person that's on there has given us a rating of 5 stars. It's fantastic. It's classic rock, 168 hours a week. Not to mention, of course, all of our great shows, again, that air now Monday through Friday here on Tony Curry Radio. I love you. Have yourself a fantastic day. Bless you.